Good morning, everyone. This is your news today. Coming up, President Donald Trump ushers in a new era of peace for the Middle East. Plus, from Mulholland Drive to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Aussie actress Naomi Watts honoured, and hundreds vie for the title of Best Nutcracker. Who came out on top, says.
Indeed, Carlos. But first off, that breaking news in Israel, where at last the 20 living hostages held in Gaza are back home into the arms of loved ones for long-awaited hugs and plenty of tears of joy. In exchange, nearly 2,000 Palestinian detainees have been released from custody in Israel, and they too are back with their families. To formalise the first phase of the peace between Israel and Hamas, world leaders have gathered in Egypt, signing a deal and commending the man credited with making it all possible.
Together we've achieved what everybody said was impossible. At long last, we have peace in the Middle East, and it's a very simple expression, peace in the Middle East, and we've heard it for many years, but nobody thought it could ever get there, and now we're there.
It's been quite a past 24 hours. Let's cross live now to our correspondent, Hannah Sinclair, who joins us from Tel Aviv. Hannah, as we speak right now, the bodies of some of the remaining hostages are now being repatriated.
Yeah, that's right, Sarah. Good morning to you. The bodies of 4 hostages are now being transferred by Israeli forces. They have just crossed the border into Israel and they are on their way to be formally identified. Hamas confirming it would only be releasing 4 bodies today, indicating that it is having some trouble locating the remains of some hostages. That news met by outrage from the families. Israel accusing the militant group of violating the deal. But for the 20 living hostages who are now back home, there have been heartwarming reunions. They are all now receiving medical care at hospitals. There have been huge crowds and reunions in Gaza and in the West Bank too, as hundreds of Palestinian detainees were freed by Israel and returned home on buses. And here at Hostages Square, the celebrations continue, Sarah.
Yeah, so much heartache among the joy, Hannah. The president as well, President Trump, is now heading back home to the US after what's been quite the success.
That's right, Sarah. A truly historic day here in the Middle East, and Donald Trump was at the centre of it all. The peace summit in Egypt has now finished. Donald Trump took part in a signing ceremony for the Gaza peace deal with other world leaders. The US president saying this is an incredible day for the world, very confident the ceasefire is going to hold up, saying this deal is so big it will avert a third world war. Now, earlier Donald Trump was here in Israel for 6 hours. He delivered a 1-hour speech at the Knesset at Israel's parliament, where he received a standing ovation, a hero's welcome here in the Middle East. Sarah.
Incredible work. Thank you, Hannah. Well, on that successful front in brokering a peace deal between Israel and Hamas, President Donald Trump has warned Russia that if they don't end the war with Ukraine, the US would consider supplying Kyiv with long-range Tomahawk missiles. Russia's response was muted, except to warn that the use of such weapons would draw the US directly into the war. 2 people have been killed after a plane came crashing down onto traffic on a highway in Massachusetts, leaving a trail of flames. These aerial pictures showing the extent of the damage. One car also caught up in the wreckage. It's believed the plane was attempting to land at a nearby airport.
International tensions are playing out in the cyberspace with an increasing number of state-sponsored hacks targeting Australia. Let's go live to Today Federal Politics reporter Liz Daniels. Hey Liz, cybercrime is costing us more and becoming more frequent.
Yeah, there's one report every 6 minutes, Carl, and artificial intelligence is speeding up attacks. It also means that breaches are costing the economy more. For medium businesses, the financial hit has increased 55% in a year to $97,000. For big businesses, the average cost is up by about 220% or $203,000. That is all detailed in the annual threat report from our cyber defence agency. State-sponsored attacks increasing on our banks, our telcos, our power and water companies, but also at home on things like smart doorbells. And as we see more and more of those data hacks like the recent Qantas breach, more than 40% of cybercrime is actually coming from criminals using stolen passwords and data to compromise systems rather than hacking in. Carl.
Liz, thank you. Victoria Police is undergoing its most significant restructure in more than a decade, addressing rising crime and declining public confidence. Chief Commissioner Mike Bush is cutting the number of deputy commissioners and creating a new state crime coordination centre to give officers more time on the streets. The overhaul also reduces administrative duties, aiming to ensure the force focuses on frontline policing.
Much is needed there. Well, Brisbane Airport's boss says the venue needs an Olympics-sized overhaul. Let's go live to today. Queensland reporter Andrea Crothers. Andrea, what kinds of changes is he pushing for?
Sarah, this is the kind of upgrade every passenger would want, cutting clearance from hours to just seconds. Well, Brisbane's airport boss says it's possible with things like facial recognition technology, so no need to show a passport, contactless baggage transfers from the domestic to international terminals, as well as a digital travel declaration. That's something which has already been trialled with Qantas. He says it needs to be done to be ready for 2032, but here's the catch. He wants Canberra to pay for it.
All right, Andrea, thank you.
And she was technically born in the UK, but we claim her as one of our own, like Rusty. Naomi Watts is right now being immortalised on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. There she is, looking splendid. Let's go live to 9 News correspondent Reid Butler, who is there for us. Reid, she's just taken to the podium. Wow, live.
Yeah, you can see her right behind me there over my left shoulder. And Carl, I very much hear an Australian accent there. There's nothing British about that. Naomi Watts, one of our greatest exports, in my opinion. She's now addressing the crowd here. And very shortly, the honour will be done. She will be down there on that red carpet as her new star on the Walk of Fame is unveiled. Her breakout hit was Mulholland Drive here in the United States in 2001, and she's paying tribute to David Lynch, who she worked with on that film. And she has just been declared by the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce here, Carl, as one of the greatest actresses in Hollywood. And he's also declared today Naomi Watts Day here in Hollywood. I think that is pretty appropriate.
It's a beautiful thing, Reid. Let's just take a little listen here.
Who can outlast me on the dance floor? And I've loved raising our families together, Jason. I love you. Steve Warren, my sensitive, sweet, kind, sharp lawyer. I can turn to him for absolutely anything. We talk life, scripts, you name it. He's a champion for me.
All right, when you're thanking the lawyers, it's time to go. You know, they charge by the second. Reid, we'll come back to you in a second. I'm sure you'll get the chance to talk to her when she comes off stage. Brilliant stuff for Naomi. She's brilliant.
Amazing. Congratulations.
Jane.
Yeah, she sure is. Well, American music legend Neil Diamond has surprised fans with a rare live performance of his classic hit Sweet Caroline at the Carousel Ball in Denver. The 84-year-old sang the anthem while accepting a Lifetime Achievement Award, and the crowd couldn't help but sing along.
Reaching out, touching you, touching me. Caroline, good times never seem so good.
Great song, isn't it? The night also featured heartfelt tributes from stars including Hugh Jackman and country singer Luke Bryan. Global pop megastar Taylor Swift is giving her record-breaking Eras tour a glittering final send-off. The singer announcing a new concert film and 6-part docu-series, giving fans a front-row seat to the tour's epic final show, plus backstage moments with the showgirl herself. Both projects are set to hit Disney Plus on December 12. And there have been strange scenes in a small English village. A competitor dressed as a bee, another as a priest, among hundreds gathering to crack nuts. It is a traditional British game called Conkers, where you try and crack another person's chestnut seed using your own. Metal detectors were necessary this year after a rogue metal conker scandal rocked last year's event. Goodness me, you wouldn't read about it. In the end, these two were dubbed the King and Queen of the World Conker Championship.
Oof. I feel like a chestnut's a really hard nut to crack.
Yes.
Not if you've got steel nuts.
Well, especially steel nuts. It would be hard.
Steel conkers.
Yeah.
It conquers all.
Yes.
That's right. All right.
Can we try that later?
Let's try it.
Yeah.
You're going down, my friend. Yeah.
What a way to go out, though.
With a steel nut. Anyway, well, with less than 48 hours left in the trade period, the pressure is on. Carlton star Charlie Curnow spotted checking out the Swans headquarters and chatting with coach Dean Cox as he explores a move outside the footy-mad state of Victoria.
What about Danny Wilder? Right onto him. Skitch him, Danny, skitch him. The dual Coleman medalist speaking to 9 News about the possibility of a trade. Here he is with Dan.
What appeals to you about the Swans?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, like pretty keen to have a look around. Yeah, so we'll wait and see. It's been nice to get up here just today. So.
Are you still hopeful of a move in the next couple of days?
Oh, there's a fair bit to play out, so I'm not too sure. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, it'll be good.
I guess you want to get away from the media up in Sydney, maybe?
What did Clayton Oliver say the other day? No, I'm joking.
Can't get away from Danny Wilder.
Excellent,
ever,
Danny.
especially in his Miami Vice outfit. Don't expect Carlton to let Curnow go so easily, though. Huh? What? They've already knocked back an offer from Geelong that included 3 first-round picks. Now Sydney is eyeing a swap. Sarah Sydney, a swap that could see Will Hayward heading the other way. Let's take a look at the weather across the country now. Temperatures in the mid to high 20s for Brisbane, Sydney and Perth today.
Swans have enough supporters colours. A fine day for Canberra, partly cloudy for Melbourne, and the chance of a shower or two for Adelaide and Hobart.